Whoa. So I'm not gonna get close because my eyelash still drying, so we ain't gonna do that. But I'm gonna talk about my hair, guys. Yes. It's from Grace Hair, and I've worked with Grace Hair before. I don't, however, remember what hair I had from them, but I remember liking the hair. I just don't remember what it was. So this is my body wave hair, and I have in 222s. No, I have in 224s, a 22 and a 20, and I think an 18-inch closure. I've had this hair, I think like 3 months. It's been somewhere around there. Like this has been a minute for this hair. And this looks a little different than my normally how I wear my body wave, because I've really wanted to do like a natural look with this. And as you guys see, I actually bleached the bottoms of it, because a lot of you guys always ask me, does this hair take color? Can you color this hair? So I wanted to go ahead and do that after I've had some wear and tear out of it, to see how it would react to actually putting color in it after I washed it, conditioned it, and all that. Like if it's still gonna take the color very well. What I did differently from this hair than I usually do, especially when I install, is I did because I wanted my hair, I really just wanted 424s. And I don't know what happened within that conversation, that I either didn't ask for it or they didn't send it or whatever. But I ended up with 2 shorter bundles than I really liked. So I took the last 2 of my 24, because I have 2 24s in the back, a 22 and a 20. So I took the last 2 bundles of the 24 and I put them at the very top around my closure. So it looks as if all my hair is one length, but really it's not. So if you ever have hair or you can't afford more hair, if the lengths are like 2 inches difference, you can do that to make it seem as if all the hair is one length, when really it's not. Except for my closure, of course, which I can't do that with. Ouch. Oh, pray for me, Jesus. I feel like a camp counselor today, like the hood one that just don't do their job. I'm kind of here on community service. Like that's what I feel like. I have a lace closure as well. I've had this hair for quite some time, and my bracing got old, so my blending in the front ain't exactly what it was. So you know when your blending don't work, you just throw on a scarf. I will say that I give it a strong B. Strong B. The reason why I don't give it a strong A- or A is because I did and have dealt with a lot of shedding with this hair. Not to the point where I can't wear it, because obviously, as you can see, I've been wearing it and enough to throw color in it. But it just was, I don't know what it is about this particular hair, and you guys know I like a lot of body wave hair, so I wear it often. But this hair kind of gave me the blues when it came to the shedding, because like now I went back because I redid the wig. See, I get nothing now. I went back and I sealed my wefts and I haven't done that in so long, y'all. It's been ages. But I went ahead and sealed my wefts because I was just getting more shedding than I liked. And I knew I was about to throw some bleach on it, and I just didn't want to make the situation worse. But I'm like, maybe that'll actually help. And it did. I'm going to start from the kitchen. And yeah, I think I got 1 strand, which is just that little one. But other than that, I don't get any shedding anymore. So my advice from this point forward is, when you buy hair from Aliexpress, I personally would just go ahead, before you even install, go ahead and seal those wefts. It does make a world of a difference. It's just very time consuming, and that's kind of the thing that I really don't like, is that you kind of fall into this issue a lot when you have hand tied wefts, because they are hand tied, so they're not machine wefts. That means that sometimes it's easier for, as the hair gets a little older, it does tend to want to slip out of that actual track sometimes, because it is hand tied and it's not machine tied. And sometimes if it's just too tight within the weft, sometimes it does want to pull out, and then it'll just come out ridiculously. I've dealt with both. The texture itself, though, has remained. Now, I always tell you guys, I'm not one for putting color in a lot of my hair that is not straight, because I find a lot of times, depending on the company, that the hair will end up actually losing the pattern, so you end up with some wavy hair up here and then straight down here. It just depends. This hair did not do that. I wanted to see if it was gonna do that after as long as I've had it. and it did not do that. I went ahead, I bleached the bottoms of this. I bleached the bottom of this hair with some BW bleach, and I used 40 volume peroxide. And then I took, after I did it, it was kind of like a you know, like a very brownish color. Like it was about to start going over into the blonde area. So I took this Adore color in hot pink, and I put this on top of it, and it kind of gave me this reddish color at the bottom. It kind of matches my scarf. It kind of, so I wanted to just kind of see. I only did the tips only because I didn't, if the hair was gonna just like burn and singe on me, I wanted to at least have something left to show y'all. But I will go back and actually bleach the entire wig, but not this, to make it all probably up to about here, this color at the bottom. And I actually have brought so many of these because I actually have this color because I actually purchased this color, 4 bottles of it at $5 a bottle because I can't find it anywhere else. Because I had got some hair and I was gonna dye it pink, but then when I actually got the hair that I was gonna dye pink, it was already pink. So yeah, this is actually coming up, you guys. I'm working on this puppy now. So I had all this extra pink color laying around. And I was like, why don't I just go ahead and tip it up? But it did come out more of a red. It's like, you have to really look at it to see that it's really pink. But it did take the color very well. It did not get dry. It still feels the same texture as the top. It still feels at the bottom. It doesn't feel like hay at the bottom. Before I did this, I actually have straightened all of the hair because I intended to wear the hair in a different style. So after I decided to change my mind and I was going to put color at the bottom, I went ahead and was like, okay, well, I'm just not going to wear it straight because I'm going to have to, I've straightened it. Now I'm about to go ahead and bleach it. Then I'm going to go put some water on it, and it's going all, I'm going to have to rewash everything. Then I'm going to straighten it again. That's one, it was just too much work, and two, I just didn't want to put, it's just not necessarily. I got a straight wig somewhere. So this is after being straightened 1 time and being washed 4 times. No, 3 times. Because I did initial wash, not a co-wash, but I did a wash when I got it. Then I bleached it and I washed it. And then I put the color on it and then I washed it again. So yeah, it's been 3 washes. I haven't done a co-wash on the hair as of yet. And it doesn't seem like it's going to need one. But I will do it like in between, especially because it's color at the bottom because I bleached it. So I definitely, you know, because it will get crunchy on you real quick. But other than that, that's why I give this hair a nice B from Grace Hair, because it actually is very nice hair once you seal those wefts. But without the wefts being sealed, I did experience a nice amount of shedding, which you can't tell because my hair still looks very flowy, and it was shedding. It was shedding for about a week before I actually sealed them. So I gave it some time. And I remember I was at the mall and I was trying on some shoes. And you know, you have the hair in the back like this. And I went like this. And I got like a good 4 strands that I was just not very happy with. And they seemed as if they came out a little too easy. So I was like, okay, we're going to have to just go ahead and redo this. So I took all the tracks out, sealed all of them, left them to sit. And then we sewed them back in. And once I've done that, so just to kind of avoid any issues or problems, then I personally would just go ahead and seal them just to be on the safe side. I use the Aliexpress, I think it's something fray, like don't fray or non-fray. I forgot what it's called. But it's for like your clothes and stuff like that. You can get it at Michael's or Joann's, and you just run it across the wefts and then you just let it sit, and it just pretty much stiffens all the hair in there, so it just will not move and it will not pull or yank out. I used a little bit of, after when it was all wet and it was drip drying, I put it, I don't know why I got so many comments about curl cream, but for those who are asking, I just used this one, which is the Curl Calm Down Cream from Garnier Fructis. And a little bit of this goes a long way. I use a little bit of this in this hair, so that's why it's kind of still a little more like up in here, because I didn't brush through this. It's a little more wavy and something like right here than it is on the top, because I'm running my fingers and all that through the top. But I just put a lot. If you put too much of this, your hair will be stiff. It will be crunchy. And it's just going to look gross. And your hair is going to feel nasty. Like right now, I don't feel anything in it. It feels good. But if you do put too much of this, and I can tell you, I done had this curl cream for the longest. A little bit, and when I say a little bit, I mean like for my entire head, I probably use about this much. And that should be enough to actually do your entire head. Because it's going to do what it's supposed to do and run it through. And I usually put this in with just some warm water, run it through, and then it'll bring this pattern back. If it's even gone. But in case it is gone, for whatever reason, then I definitely make sure I go ahead and put this in. Just all my hair will be one. You see, it'll all have the same pattern in it. Nothing will be different. But that's about it. So, the Garnier Fructis Curl Calm Down is, and you can tell how old this is because it says new at the top, and this is nowhere near new. Okay, so make sure you guys visit Grace Hair. I'll put the link below to this good old puppy. And again, I use 224s, a 22, and a 20. And I have an 18-inch lace closure. And then to dye the ends of my hair, I used BW powder bleach with 40 volume peroxide on the ends. And I use Adora's Hot Pink on my tips. Catch y'all in my next one. Peace!